The San Francisco 49ers are going to be a good team. In order to be a good team, you have to have some star players. They have that, but you also need some guys to kind of come out of nowhere to really be some depth pieces and really rise up the depth chart. And there's a guy that I'm going to show you that the 49ers have. It's like, oh my gosh, how did we not get him? We are Detroit Lions fans that have this channel dedicated to teams that get ignored by the national media. Somehow, the San Francisco 49ers are one of those teams. They're not being talked about by the national media. In fact, it's actually like the Lions are getting talked about more than the 49ers. I get it. It's like kind of like the team that's always kind of been bad. It's like kind of coming out of nowhere, where the 49ers have been pretty good these last few years. So maybe that's why. But here's the guy I'm talking about. If you let me go back to the article here. Steve Wilkes was asked, defensive coordinator, hey, who's kind of standing out for you? Who are some guys? And so first thing he says, hey, don't talk to me about Nick Bosa. It's above my pay grade. Cool, get it. Okay, so here's what he says. Middle linebacker Jalen Graham continued to stand out for us. He's doing a great job playing the mic, great job communicating and getting everybody aligned. So it just shows right there that he knows where to be, how to be, get everybody else in line. And the physicality continued to show up each and every week playing downhill. Now, the Detroit Lions, they've had some different linebackers come through the last couple of years, and the physicality is the difference when you play and when you don't play. We've had linebackers come in when they're physical, they play. When they're not, they just don't get in. And it's crazy because you think there's a lot more to linebacker. So to see that his physicality is there shows me that this guy is a good football player and can be around for a long time. The best part about it, he was taken in the 7th round. That's what's crazy to me. And because when you look at his history and what he's done, the guy is as solid as ever. So let me just tell you his story real quick. So he's first of all, he's from Detroit. So know that well. He goes to Detroit Country Day and Cass Tech, two powerhouses in Detroit. Then from there, he goes to Purdue, and he's 6'3", 220. So initially, I thought, this guy's kind of undersized. Maybe that's why he didn't get picked up earlier. He's 6'3", 220. I mean, maybe he's a little thinner than you want because he did play a little bit of defensive back at Purdue, but the dude is like fast. He's everything that you want. So as a true freshman at Purdue, he started right away. He appeared in 5 games in 2020. There's the COVID stuff, all that. But then he started all 13 games in 2021. 2 interceptions, pass breakups, sacks. He was named honorable mention All Big Ten for his performance. And as a senior, he had some injuries, and that's, I think, why he fell to the 7th round. But remember, the San Francisco 49ers had 3 picks in the 7th round. And with one of those picks, they take Graham. And it's amazing how loaded the 49ers are at linebacker. And they've shown that linebacker, man, if you have stud linebackers, combine that with a good defensive line, which they have, good defensive backs, then the next thing you know, you're going to be good defensively. Linebackers are so important. And so let me go back to this article here, talking about some of the other guys that are rising up. And so if you can get a 7th round linebacker being talked about by the defensive coordinator like this, like Jalen Graham's getting talked about, that's the sort of stuff that wins you championships. Yes, Bosa, yes, Christian McCaffrey. I get it. You need your stars to be stars. But when you can have a Jalen Graham come in when somebody gets injured, when you have him as a depth piece, a 7th round pick that you just pick up on a whim, obviously they didn't. They did their research on him, but you know what I'm saying? 7th round, that's absolutely huge. He said, hey, then outside Jair Brown, I think he made critical play with Thomas, biting on the double move, getting us an opportunity, chance right there to line up and play again. Of course, they couldn't get the snap off, so that was a big play of the game. So he's talking about how Brown came in, saved the day there. Right here, Brown saved the day toward the end of the half. Brown is a heady player in zone coverage, specifically when he's playing over the intermediate portion of the field. Pair Brown's instinct with hustle, and it'd be difficult to keep the rookie off the field. Another rookie. The San Francisco 49ers getting overlooked by the national media. I think it's because I did a video on this. You can check it out just a couple days ago. I think it's because of the Brock Purdy story. Brock Purdy was a great story, comes in, wins 5 in a row, whatever it was, gets injured. He's a 7th round pick. It's like, I don't know what, they don't have the high profile quarterback, but in Shanahan's offense, when you've got the skill players around him, you've got a good defense. Brock Purdy's actually perfect. and we're forgetting that the 49ers won 13, 14 games, whatever it was last year. They won 10 in a row at one point. They're top 5 offense, top 5 defense. Like, what are we missing here? San Francisco 49ers are going to be a really good team. And not only do they just take the team from last year and add this year, they've got these rookies that keep showing up week after week. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think the 49ers are going to be really good. They're not getting talked about from the national media, and excited to see what they do this coming year. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.